We are staying at the Holiday Inn Express Gibraltar.
So let's check in.
We all like to get away now and again. And what better way than to spend a few nights at a hotel? We're here this week as we check into 3 hotels so we can check them out for you. I think we have to go on the lift.
We do. And it's right here open for us.
Oh, that's good.
So we go to 1.
To reception.
It's this side, I think.
So we are on the 6th floor. It's the highest floor. We had requested the highest floor and we've been given the highest floor. So let's have a look. And the guy at reception said that we have a room facing the Rock of Gibraltar.
Oh my gosh. That's a treat.
Yeah. So hopefully it'll be quiet and hopefully no monkeys will come down and look in through the window.
I think that it might be warm.
Possibly.
612, he said. So I think we're down there.
So hopefully in a really nice quiet part of the hotel.
So we're like, oh. Is there any other one over there?
612. What's down there?
Yeah, 611.
Oh,
so
okay.
So we're not the corner. Okay, so 612.
Come on, Paul.
Okie doke. So it's.
Do we have to put a card in to put the lights on? I don't think so. There's a switch behind you.
I don't think so because. So here are the switches. Yeah.
Oh, you do need to put a card in. Up there, there's the slot. Let there be light. Right, take us on a tour. What have we got here, first of all?
Hangers that you could hang.
Now, people do like to know how many hangers there are, and there's a lot.
4, 7.
7 hangers, and it's a very small slot, isn't it? But it's good to see that number. There's a bin down there.
You could probably fit like a suitcase in here.
Yeah. What's this down here? Stool.
This is like a stool, and then is this the place where you put your luggage?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's a bit weird.
Do you want to bring the stool out? Let's have a look.
Oh, there is a safe underneath.
Oh!
So that's good to know.
And it's big enough for a laptop?
Or a couple.
Mm-hmm.
So here is where you will probably be doing your editing.
If I do any while we're here, I'm not feeling very well, so I might not be doing it.
So here is a
nice big chair.
wheelie chair.
Mm-hmm. Is it wheelie comfy?
It really is.
No, we'll save the view to later, but let's check out the amenities first of all.
A kettle.
We all need a kettle.
You need cups with spoons and milks and twinings. Everyone serves twinings.
Yeah.
They are like the gold standard, aren't they?
Yeah.
And then they have decaf coffee and I think regular coffee as well. And then there's the sugars for you.
Okay, there is a TV.
And then there's this kind of like this letter.
Well,
sorting
this would have been in the
office.
days when they had literature, but of course,
Right.
if there is literature, it might be on the TV now. Looking behind the curtain, Paul.
Nothing there.
Shall we put the TV on?
Well, yes.
Oh,
He said he can't believe.
Is this
Daniel
deal or no
Bryan and
deal?
Barack are about to
yeah.
work.
So what is the answer? Deal or no deal?
He made all of down.
Channel 4, Channel 5.
Sky 1.
I think this is the same as, no, it's a Freeview if it goes, no, it's
Yeah.
Sky. No, I think it's Sky.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It might be.
This is Sky Sports. This is
So I wonder if, yeah, see, it's had the Skybox. I wonder if we have any Gibraltar channels. Well, that's a really good selection. Okay,
So why don't I mute this?
why don't you just turn it off?
Your fighting attitude, Angela.
Bye.
Right, take us on a tour of the bed. Paul, is it comfy? It's big enough. Don't break it. My goodness.
So there are 2 pillows on each side. Here is a like a board for us to sit up on.
And it says that there is a choice of firm or soft pillows. It's up to you. We have given you both, soft at the front and firm at the back. So pop your head down for a good night's sleep or contact reception if you would prefer a feather pillow. So it's good that they give you a choice.
And we have this nifty light
Oh, yeah.
on both sides.
Yeah. What about the plugs? Now, of course, they use UK standard plugs in Gibraltar. There's 2 at this side.
And I have 3 on this side.
You've got 3 over there. Oh, wow.
And then there are 3 on, like 2 up underneath the TV.
Yeah.
And then we have some sockets over
There's the, what do you call that, USBs?
here. Yeah, I think
So my
those
sound
are
machine,
normal, and then they have an HDMI if you want to hook something.
hopefully
up.
it'll work. There's more over here, look. So there are loads of
Shall we
sockets.
see whether this works?
Ah, right. So it says
Because this
21.
is the main thing.
Yeah. Well, you probably want to put
Because
temperature down.
We
Yeah.
came across this once before.
Yeah.
In Australia, right?
Yeah. And we couldn't set it.
Can we set it now?
Well, it says set to 19.
How come it says heat?
Oh, you can change it. There's fan, auto, or auto heat. Cool, that's what we want.
Then do we enter?
I don't know.
Isn't that to lock it in? And then I think you need to set it. And then I think that locks it in, right?
So where's the key? So maybe it just will automatically go to that.
I hope so. I might have to call the concierge downstairs.
So just behind you, I have noticed, well, we've got a mirror there. It's at a slight angle, which is interesting.
Oh, and
Does it open to something?
behind it, there is a
Oh,
hair dryer,
oh,
an
right.
iron, and an ironing board.
Excellent. And over here, we have got these things that you can like hang stuff on, perhaps.
jacket?
Yeah. Or is it meant to be a piece of art?
Shall we check out the loo?
Yeah.
So here is the toilet, and we only have a shower,
Oh,
unfortunately.
no.
So,
But I like the look of the amenities. We've got Dove.
so the,
Why don't you go in and have a look,
What?
Paul?
okay.
So it closes over like this.
So you can only close it up to this point.
Oh, right.
But then what about? This
Well,
is weird.
it'll be on a slope, so it's not going to come out.
No, it's not, is it?
But why don't you pop in and tell us what the soap is like?
So there is a Dove Nourishing Milk Body Wash, and then there is a Dove Daily Moisture Shampoo for you to use.
So that's quite good. We've got a Dove hand soap here, and they have provided a hand towel, 2 glasses, tissues, shaving plug, and there are 2 toilet rolls, and they're sort of a pinky colour, look.
Do you know what they didn't provide?
A shower mat.
Cap.
Oh, a cap. But they have provided one to stand on.
No, like for my hair.
Did you bring one?
I did bring one.
Well, you're all right then. And there
Only
are
one.
2 towels. We've turned all the lights off, Paul, because we're going to take a look at the view. Isn't that right?
Yes, and let's see whether it is something to behold.
So they promised us a view of the rock. And they weren't wrong. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Gosh. That is quite a view. Wow.
Think of all the monkeys that might be on the rock.
Yeah.
Hundreds, probably.
That's amazing. Lots of birds flying around. There is a kind of like well, it's a scrapyard, isn't it? Look down here. Yeah.
Recycling, perhaps?
Does the window open? I think it does.
No, it opens from above.
Ah. Or is it one of these ones that can open 2 directions?
No, I don't think so. Well,
Sure.
you see it here.
Close it again and try.
Well, there's an image here.
Uh-huh. So if you pull the lever the whole way down, close it again.
This is the whole way down.
No. Oh, is it? Oh, I see. Right, okay. So it only opens from the top.
So it only goes up until this point.
Ah, so it doesn't go up the way.
No.
Right, okay.
Unless I'm missing something.
Yeah. Well, I have to say, I've never seen a view of the rock that close before.
Do you think that we were only assigned this because I was an IHG member?
Perhaps.
So it does pay to be loyal sometimes. Don't get caught spying on someone's YouTube channel. Just subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's Paul and Marcus.
So here we are in La Linea, and we've found this lovely little cafe called Patricia. That was my mother's name. Did you know that, Paul?
No.
Well, not only did we want to have a cafe con leche here, but at our hotel in Gibraltar, I'm afraid the coffee is not very good. In fact, it's almost undrinkable. So we really needed a proper coffee, and I do love my cafe con leche. If you've seen any of our episodes where we feature El Corte Inglés, you will see how much I enjoy their cafe con leche. Oh yes, it is very hot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because he poured hot milk into it.
Well, that is how you do it. Let's give it a little sip now and see if we can get any. Oh yeah, I like that. Very, very nice indeed. But we're going to have to let it cool down, I think.
Good afternoon, it's Rod here. Please subscribe to It's Paul and Marcus on YouTube.
Our time at the Holiday Inn Express in Gibraltar has come to an end. We were here for 3 nights and the total cost was £457, which wasn't too bad, to be honest. So let's start by talking about the bathroom, and we did have a problem in here. So Paul, just recap on what happened.
I think I pushed this part in really in, which forced this whole unit to get stuck in, and pressing onto that little button on the inside that lets the water flush. So it was like a constant trickle. So I had to go downstairs to reception, and a lady came up to
Fix it.
Yeah, so she got some tools and then she made it work, but then the next day this whole unit came out.
Yeah, no, we were still able to flush the toilet because it's basically just 2 little plastic buttons behind there. But it seems to be a little bit flimsy. However, the shower was, I thought, relatively okay. We're on the 6th floor, which is the highest floor. So perhaps because we're higher up, the water pressure might not have been as good as it was on lower floors. It was slightly, not a trickle, but it certainly wasn't gushing down. And we did have it on the highest rate. You could also increase the heat beyond the 40 degrees. I did that, but it still didn't seem to be overly hot.
And when I did my cold water bit at the end, it wasn't that cold either.
Oh. But we did like the Dove amenities. They were good. The hand soap, the shampoo, and the shower cream. And there's also a little note over here that says, "Forgot it, we've got extra. If you've forgotten any of the following items, we will be happy to give you a replacement with our compliments." Well, we had brought everything, and I only noticed this note now, so I wasn't able to test the theory if they would be able to just provide one of those items, such as a toothbrush or toothpaste, for free. We didn't use the iron and ironing board, but Paul, you did use the hairdryer, isn't that right?
A couple of times.
And was it a big blow?
Yeah.
So not the best
No,
hair
it
that
was
you've ever
okay.
had? Adequate.
Yeah.
We did discover that, as well as all the UK channels, there is also the Gibraltar Broadcasting Company. It's funny, the first time we went through all the channels, we didn't find it. Maybe it's because it's on like channel 901, I think. So like right at the back. And then there's also a few Spanish channels as well. How would you rate the bed, Paul?
Initially, I didn't really like it because it took me a little while to get to bed, but I think the next night, so the last 2 nights was a little better, but I think the first night I was too hot. I think I just had my shower And then I think that the pillows were a bit weird at first, but then I think I grew used to it. So it wasn't as bad as I thought. So it was moderate to good.
Well, I quite liked it. It was very comfortable, and on the first night I hadn't slept the night before at home, so I needed to get my sleep, and in 2 blocks I had a total of 10.5 hours sleep. I think you had pretty much the same, to be honest. The second night also had 2 blocks of sleep, about I think 8 hours. But this last night, I think we've just been slept out, so we went to bed at around 11:15 and then slept almost straight away, maybe 10 minutes for me, and then woke up at 5:15, and then I tried to get back to sleep again, and I think I might have dozed a little bit because I did have a bit of a nightmare. Yeah, but we decided to get up, so it was 6 o'clock, I think, 6:05 when we got up.
But that's like a little bit less than 7.
Well, I'm not counting the last bit.
So what's 6?
So from 11:15 until 5:15, 5.5 hours. There were certainly a lot of plugs, and we didn't have to use all of them, but we did make use of the ones that we did use.
I think there were 10 or so.
Yeah, and USBs as well, which was good because my sound machine runs off that. We weren't able to set the temperature, so I guess maybe in the summertime they have it so as you can put it to cool, and in the winter to have heat, but it was regulated centrally, so it was like a steady temperature, but it wasn't too hot most of the time, and it wasn't too cold most of the time.
Like about 20, I would say.
Yeah, and we did have the benefit of being able to open the window. So when you do open the window, there is a little bit of noise. Now, there's not too much traffic at the minute because it's so early in the morning. And we did have that fantastic view of the rock, but it's still dark here at almost 7 o'clock in the morning. It's April and it doesn't get light until around 8 at the moment.
This was a nice table to have while we were eating at times, and yeah, I'm still a bit messy, so this is where all our junk is going right now.
The mirror was in an interesting angled position, and we did have these places to hang things up if we wanted to.
No, because I felt like we didn't have that much room in the... Yeah, so we did make use of these impromptu hangers.
Yes, there were 7 hangers, but it's a very narrow. It's about, what's that, less than 2 feet, I suppose.
Hang on, I'm still in. Ready for housekeeping. They did make the room as requested every day. So I think you don't really see that much anymore because some places don't really want to make the rooms that often, but I do appreciate that at the Holiday Inn they did make the room every day on request.
Well, actually, it wasn't on request.
What?
As such. Well, we didn't have to ask. All we had to do was put the card out. So it was like old-fashioned days where you just put the card out, and you can be sure. Some hotels do actually ask you to physically request it, but we didn't. We thought, okay, they've left that card, we'll put it out, and we saw that the cleaners were here. The only thing I would say was that after the first day where they cleaned it, they didn't replenish the tea, the coffee, and the milk. So I had to go downstairs and ask for a supply. But the guy was very nice. He just opened a drawer and gave me some. Well, you will already have seen that we went to La Linea and had better coffee over there than we had at the hotel. The breakfast was not very good at all. I mean, don't get us wrong, we're glad that it was there, but I found it to be rather bland, and the coffee was rank, to be honest.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I think the only bit of the breakfast that I liked were the sausages. I think the bacon wasn't that edible for me. I didn't like the scrambled eggs. I didn't try the toast. I did have the croissant, so I think I might have that again. I did have a banana. I think the flat white that I had was not drinkable. It tasted like espresso with just like a little splash of water or a little splash of milk. But I think that the latte was the only one that I could drink. What else was there?
Well, I thought that the hash browns tasted like cardboard. The egg was like
falling
rubber.
apart.
Yeah, the egg was like rubber. And the sausages that I got on one day tasted like as hard as old boots. And I even left bacon on my plate, and I never do that. I made toast one day, and that was okay. The apple juice was all right. There was a selection of cereals, which would be fine, I guess. I can't eat cereal in the morning, and you did have your fruit. And there was also like slices of ham, but on the second day that we went down, there were quite a lot of people that in a party. I think there was like school kids. They were in a sports group or something. Yeah, and they didn't replenish the ham. There was like one very lowly piece of ham just sitting, waiting to be taken, and nobody even took that. So I'm afraid the Holiday Inn Express Gibraltar, the breakfast needs a lot of improvement. We've been to Holiday Inn Express in other places before. I can remember being at one in Antrim in Northern Ireland, and the breakfast there was absolutely fine. This could be our new logo. I really like that. We might sort of have a look at something along those lines. Well, just before we go, the location of the hotel was really good on Devil's Tower Road. It's very close to the airport, about a 10 to 15 minute walk, and also close to the frontier. It's about 20 minutes from the town, and once you know how to get there, it's quite
Faster.
easy. Yeah, and also
Near the petrol station.
near the petrol stations, if you need like a quick fix of an ice cream or a chocolate bar or something. And also close to the eastern beach, which was pretty good. And of course, we were right next to the rock, even if we can't see it at the moment. Well, thanks very much for watching today's episode.
Thanks for watching. For those of you that have liked today's episode, give us a thumbs up. For those of you that have not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button. And for those of you that want to leave a comment, you can do so as well.
And if you'd like to buy us a coffee, which, my goodness, it would be better
Need
than
one.
what we had here, then there's a link in the description. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.